Hello and welcome to Wednesday. Starting the day off with a beautiful burger.
Beautiful baby.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I think it's because we were talking about that the other day. A beautiful baby burger. We're at 5Ks. Guys.
What?
I had a bit of
You
a...
say 5Ks.
It kind of came out like it was a bit of a Freudian slip. We're not at 5Ks. We're at 5 Guys. The thing that Dan and I are referencing is there was an old video that we shot in college called Burger Fever, and I think it's still available online for you to watch. If I remember, I'll put a link to it, in which Alex plays the protagonist and he eats so many burgers he becomes pregnant with a burger. It's an odd video. Anyway, we met up with Dan to give. We gave you Pikmin 2 footage? Yeah, we gave you Pikmin 2 footage and got some memorable moments.
Yeah, and Ocarina, and I gave you all Ocarina.
Oh yeah, Dan finished Ocarina for like the next 2 weeks, so that's taken care of. We decided to come out and get a bite to eat as well, and you also got to get soil. Mal's been planting stuff, as we've shown, but our neighbors are also planting stuff, and they just gave us a bunch of hot peppers, and we don't even know what they are. We just know that they're probably hot, so we have to get some soil to plant them, which means that we will almost inevitably doing another, pseudo episode of Hot Pepper Gaming.
You enjoy that?
Don't you want to join in?
Nope.
How about you, Dan? You want to
Sure, why not?
eat a pepper and then talk about video games? You could do a review of Breath of the Wild.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be fun. How many months is this going to take before we can do this? Like a month? 2 months? I don't.
3.
All right. Well, in 2 to 3 months, we'll do it. We got the soil and Mal planted the peppers. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take for them to show up, but at some point we'll have peppers. And then Mal spent the evening continuing to work on her Dynablade painting, which is coming along really well. She did a really good job with those little mountains or cones or whatever the Kirby franchise expects us to think those are. And my evening was interesting because I was working on a variety of things, but I really got a ton of vlogs done today. I just went into like super mode. I was very focused and get a lot done. Also helped that the vlogs weren't, particularly long. And one of the vlogs that I edited was the birthday vlog. And on my birthday, my mom, if you remember that vlog from March 20th, my mom gave me this bag that had a bunch of different candy and cookies and crackers and stuff in it. It was called A Trip Down Memory Lane because it was a bunch of stuff that I enjoyed as a kid. Well, I had been eating on that whenever we got it, and I had ate most of the stuff, maybe 3/4 of the stuff, but then it got put away, and we've been getting a lot of other snacks and stuff from viewers, so it was all, in there with a bunch of other stuff, and I just kind of forgot about it, even though it was still in the bag. So like when you open the pantry, there's this big bag, and I just, after you see something so often, you stop thinking about what it is. It's just an object, and you get, what you were trying to get. So whenever I was watching that vlog, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't finish all those snacks. So then I came out here, and I got that bag back out, because, of course I did. There's still some snacks in here. So I haven't eaten the runts or the worms. Still got a few cowtails. Haven't touched the Sky Bar yet. And haven't opened the Laffy Taffy. So there's some snacks in there, and I was pretty excited about that. That kind of thing happens more often than you'd think, though. The vlog, when I'm editing stuff, reminds me about things. Whether it be food that I forgot that we had, or sometimes, to some extent, events that we did. I mean, especially when the vlog is behind. If the vlog is a few weeks behind, like, it's almost like I get to relive events. Because, for example, when we went on the cruise, at that point, the vlog was like 8 weeks behind or more, and it had been a while since I had been on the cruise and been on vacation, and I got to like relive that. It was really cool. When the vlog is caught up, it's, that effect is less extreme, although I would prefer the vlog to be caught up. How are you doing?
Good. I'm reading blog comments.
Oh. Your mountains look good.
Thank you.
Or ice cream cones or whatever they're...
I don't know what they are.
I don't know what they're supposed to be.
They're like ice cream cones, but someone chopped them off. Maybe they're upside down waffle bowls. Like...
Maybe, yeah. I'm not exactly sure. So Mal's been doing really good on that. She has to finish Dynablade and then one other painting completely, right? Like editing and everything?
Yeah.
Before we leave. And, I mean, we're starting to get to the point that we have to consider that. Today's the 3rd of May. So
Yes.
we leave in 17 days. You know, maybe in a few days I'll start to really think about, everything that we're going to have to do. But right now, I'm pretty happy. And it's also, it's pretty early compared to how we normally get to bed. It's well before midnight right now. So we're going to be able to have dinner here in a minute and get in bed earlier than we've been, and that's good. The other thing, since I'm remembering all the stuff from the vlogs, is the current stretch of vlogs I'm editing is whenever our sleep schedule was probably the worst it's been ever. There's a long stretch where we're waking up at night, and like that's never happened. Things would get out of whack for like a day or two, but not for like a week or a week and a half at a time. And it was really bad. So it makes me feel really happy that things got fixed. And occasionally there's like a dip. Occasionally it's like, oh, things are good. Okay, we had to go to bed really late or wake up really late or whatever. But for the most part, it's been good. And I think that trend is going to continue. So I'm just happy. It's like when you're editing this stuff from a few weeks ago, you remember where you were. And things were worse than they are now. Like things have really improved for us, so I'm happy about that. It's also another thing that's changed that I'm not too in the editing yet. Is that we started walking. Like we took a walk again today, and I'm obviously not going to always talk about that because it's just taking a stroll around the neighborhood for 20-25 minutes. But we've been doing that, and it's been helping a lot. Like it helps me feel better. So yeah, just happy. Just things are going pretty good right now. And while there's a lot of work incoming soon because we're gonna have to prepare for a trip, the calm before the storm is very nice, and I'm enjoying it. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?